The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. He's got away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here, definitely had the right idea. A shame we just couldn't finish it off.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And the finish! Santos are looking to go forward now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Barcelona are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow. That's going in strongly.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Albert Ferrer cuts out the pass, knocks it into space. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Tries to play it through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, played right into his path.
That's just playing it safe and simple. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now this shot, surely! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right.
And Owen!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Pass somewhat off target. Tonali conjures time and space where few can. Chance for a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Oh no, what has happened here? And this is Bale. Bullet can be a real threat inside the box. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Costa Curta. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Now it's Owen. And he's picked out the run. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Robertson. And it's Beckham. Now it's Neymar. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Pullet goes steaming forward. Now who's going to be first to this? Neymar. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nicely weighted ball. Albert Ferrer makes the interception. Threads one in. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Santos get the second half started.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
It's a good foot in there. Beckham. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And this is Owen.
Owen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Owen. Tonali. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Looking to play him in. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Here comes the corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And they've got rid. Looking to go deep. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that might be the first
Real chance! Goal! Santos! And again they hit the front. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the...
Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! A finish right from the top draw. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Cambio en el Barcelona. Número 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 13. Entran.
And it's Pedri.
Número 8. Número 20. Número 9. Se está
There's a
realizando
shot to the
cambio.
ball here. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Costa Curta. And it's Xabi Alonso. So what can they make of this? Short changes him with that pass. Neymar. Nakata. It's Pedri. Always onto this. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a key interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Cambio en el Barcelona. Número 3.
Couple of changes then in quick
15.
succession.
Entran. Número 14.
And it's
Número
Pedri.
11.
It's a searching pass. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Can he get it through? He's found some space. Can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Santos! And they get themselves in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Santos take the lead. Takes a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Ronaldinho really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest. Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. It's Neymar! Another special Neymar moment! He's got himself an absolute peach. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Santos go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better.
Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nakata. Filippo Inzaghi. Beckham. Well read, nice interception. Xavi Alonso. Ambitious ball here. Well timed, excellent interception.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de compensación.
Oh, that's delightful. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Neymar. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now, can they get him away? That's a shade optimistic. Looking for options for movement. And we're done. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
FC Barcelone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Marseille have opted to go 3-4-3 by the looks of it here, Jim.
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get on the ball and look to entertain with an abundance of goals. Plan B is for someone else.
And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's managed to get rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and it's Beckham. Has a shot! Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. No, he's not getting past him there. Well, here's the audaciously talented Jack Wilshere, Jim. Now, here's a guy with exceptional ability.
And heart. I mean, some of the very best have praised him for that great spirit he has.
Yeah, he doesn't shy away from the gritty stuff, the nuts and bolts.
That's right, there's a definite streak of iron running through this guy.
Maradona with the short one. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Beckham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Takes a shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Koundé. And he's forced to go back. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Looking to play him in. He has a look up. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this. Takes the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
And now they can clear their lines. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's a cute ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bale. Neymar. Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Marseille trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Beckham. And it's Bale. Goes for the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Tonali producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Beckham. Neymar. And this is Bale.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard. Baresi. Barcelona finding their passes. To Beckham. Now that looks a decent ball. That's really well cleared. Bale. Neymar. Wilshere. Bebeto. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Bebeto. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the action is back underway.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Stood up well to him there. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And that gets things running. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Henderson wins the duel this time. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Khan gets it clear. Now it's Bale. Searching pass he's played there. No, he's just misjudged that one. He's cut it out. It's Ronaldinho! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So, a breakthrough already. Adams. And he's intervened well there. That has ended up in no man's land. Vitinha. Vitinha! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Decent chance! Tonali. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Bale. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Bale. Applies the finish! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Bale. Now, can they get him away? And this is Bale. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square. And Batistuta! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
It's their second corner of the game. Adams with the clearance. He's going for goal! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Jordan Henderson produces the perfect tackle there. Beckham. Approaching the half-hour mark. Oh, terrible! Great chance! Oh, taken with style. And again they hit the front. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Beckham. Now Neymar. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move. Thinks one through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Shapes to shoot! It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me...
And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Danger averted for now. Looking tidy in possession here. Tries a shot! Decent enough try. Barcelona have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. Vardiol. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Tonali. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona have their third corner. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. Nicely weighted ball. Bale! It's there! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
This possibly the last play of the half. And that should get the job done. Neymar. Can he get it through? And this is Bale. It's Bale! Adams gets it away. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Barcelona come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Barcelona do lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 17, Beckham,
And we're underway again.
será sustituido por el dorsal 24. Cambio de jugadores.
Threads one in. Adams getting this one clear. Now that looks a decent ball. Neymar! unbelievable! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent, the way he cut it.
Van Nistelrooy! And that was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Played into space. Dunk. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tonali. Aims beyond the defence. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're...
Oh, shooting chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part. Might want to be careful there.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Inzaghi! Really well taken goal. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11. El dorsal
We have got
23.
changes here from both
El
sides, in
dorsal
fact.
7. Neymar.
Chelsea get themselves back
Serán
into contention.
sustituidos por
What a
el
difference a
dorsal 13.
half-time rocket from the
Owen.
manager can make.
El
This is
dorsal
exactly
8.
the response
Ronaldinho.
he'd be looking for.
El dorsal 20. Se va a realizar un
Ronaldinho
cambio de
unable to
jugadores.
make it happen
El
for all his
asistente
good
de este partido
intentions.
Asciende a 97.559 espectadores.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Bale. Oh, good spread. Now it's Bale. Takes a shot! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Looking to play him in. Bale. And now they can clear their lines. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great right. Ronaldinho! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona get their fourth corner. Bullish header! And they've got rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Baresi makes the interception. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Adams clears it away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Has a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Bale really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Knocks it into space. Owen driving forwards. Quality ball. Now it's Torres. Great ball if he can get there. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Takes the shot! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a cute ball. No, that's been intercepted. And he's there to get it away. They get a throw in. Conte. Very much into the last knockings. Out towards the flank. And it's Ronaldinho. And that's a good ball. And Owen! He's missed, but not by that far. And he's forced to go back. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to pass it through. Bale. He's through, now is he in? Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And he's heaved it away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So it's down to business here. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now he's got space here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Barcelona finding their passes. Look at the shooting chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Bale deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they've got rid. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, that's well spotted. Nakata. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Nakata. Aubameyang is flagged offside. And the pass is intercepted. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He won't be happy with that one. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super ball. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona are behind here despite their domination of possession. Cruyff. Beckham gets across to intercept that. Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. Oh, they could be caught out here. Nakata. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Cruyff. It's played through for him. There's the shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Beckham demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status. Owen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff charging forward, the ball at his feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neymar. It's run loose here. David Villa. Nicely shaped ball. Robertson cuts it out. Neymar. That's a lovely, neat pass. Can he get it through? And he was quick to react. Robertson. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
That gets things going for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And it's Nakata. That has not gone well. Now it's Villa. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. That's been cut out, well played. Nakata. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Bale. Tries to pass it through. Bale! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. It's fallen kindly here, and it's in. The second half sparks straight into life. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And he's intervened well there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Barcelona are back in business. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
We have ourselves a real game here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Aubameyang under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Probing pass. That is ended up in no man's land. David Villa.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
We have got
7.
changes here, from both sides in fact.
El dorsal 17. Beckham. El dorsal 97.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Searching pass he's played there.
El dorsal 8. Ronaldinho.
Barcelona are of course in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Eden Militao gets over and intercepts. And it's Neymar. Takes the shot! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. He'll fancy himself from here. Bullet! That's a half-decent try. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he can clear it away. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Adams. Bale. Owen. That is good alertness. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Nakata. Gullit is onto this. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That pass has been well intercepted. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Now, can they get it back? Tonali. And this is Bale. And that's really well manoeuvred. That was superb goalkeeping.
Owen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Neymar, looking to play him in. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the centres of football in Brazil, and the Estadio Morumbis, a mighty venue befitting that status. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, the judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
Played out wide, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Carvajal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was And Bebeto! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nigeria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Van Nistelrooy. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Adams. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at...
Chance for a shot! In for the pieces! Goal! Barcelona! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So, a breakthrough already. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, it's Bebeto. Bebeto! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Beckham aims beyond the defence. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Short changes him with that pass. That's good running with the ball.
Might want to be careful there.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's picked his way through. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Pass is just off target. No way through. Now that looks a decent ball. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Bebeto. And he's managed to get free. Tries to play it through. And this is Van Nistelrooy.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Great vision. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, that's superb. Beckenbauer. Beckham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Neymar. Beckham. That's been cut out, well played. It's Bebeto.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And this is Bale. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Bale clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Substituição no time da Nigéria. Camisa 21. Vai ser substituído pelo
Somewhat
jogador
off target.
camisa 17.
He's gone for goal. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rijkaard. That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's burst through, and the shot! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Neymar to Beckham. There's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Senhoras e senhores, é hora do nosso sorteio especial. Por favor, peguem os bilhetes que vocês receberam na entrada. Substituição.
And the action is back on the way. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Defending was strong and firm. Bale, Ronaldinho, Bale shapes to shoot! And it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
A case now of complete control. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, super ball!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Danielson is flagged offside.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Vieira. Can he get it through? So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That is good alertness. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bebeto. Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, well measured. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bale! Oh, taken with style. It is no contest. It is a landslide. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Teremos uma substituição.
Time for a change in personnel, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Ronaldinho, looking for the run. Robson. Massaro. Bebeto. Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Not the most accurate pass. And this is... It's Neymar! Robson. Bebeto.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Owen. Can he get on the end of this? Great ball, and can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's straight offside. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's been slipped through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
That has been slung wide. Barcelona finding their passes. Oh, it's Bebeto. Oh, it's Bebeto. He's away. Massaro! Magnificent from Massaro! A finish of true class. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Nigeria grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Owen. Oh, perfectly measured that. Owen. Neymar. Takes the shot! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means. Robson. Now it's Bebeto. Massaro.
Teremos 3 minutos
Nicely
de
shaped ball.
acréscimo.
Great chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that's a throw-in. Swung over. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Looking for options for movement. And he's searching through. And he was quick to react. And time is up. Barcelona really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Bale, very much the hero in this game. Your reflections then, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this is just...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So off we go then.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Now it's Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. Stood up well to him there. And that is a little undercooked. Looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Beckham, the regular corner taker.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rodri. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for a run-up, dink through. Robertson. Grealish. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. And it's Messi. Out for a throw. Grealish. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Villa. Neymar. And he's lost it, and he shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And he's intervened well there. Grealish. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And the shot! And he hits the net. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Messi simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived, and boy, did he hit it.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
David Villa! And that was very necessary. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Messi. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. Neymar running with the ball. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bale. Now it's Neymar. Pass somewhat off target. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's played forward, and here's Messi, showing great feet there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now that's well seen too. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement. Shot, surely! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Plays a sharp little ball here, and he whips it in. They've done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Nice interception, well timed. Bale. And there's green grass ahead of him. That has not gone well. And it's Neymar. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Aims beyond the defence. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Threads one in. David Villa is onto this. Rijkaard. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Barcelona are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So once again, we're underway.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Tonali. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Beckham. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's a pretty loose pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona.
It's Van Basten! He's scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the count,
Bale!
we'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, his chance! Off the post! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Right place, right time, and that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental
Nigeria
occasion.
against Barcelona.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by link.
It's Neymar! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Bale, Neymar, and this is Inzaghi. He's gone for goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. Back towards the middle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Rijkaard. Barcelona are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Tonali.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a pretty loose pass. No, that's been intercepted. Looking for a runner. Great vision. Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for options for movement. And he cuts out the supply. Beckham. And the pass is intercepted. Nicely shaped ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Barcelona are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. That's a little off target. Can he get on the end of this? Takes a shot! Superb by Inzaghi! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Barcelona are in front! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Adams. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, no joy this time. A corner it is then. And we have our very first corner. Mateus plays it short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Beckham. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking for the run. Carvajal calmly anticipates. And this is Inzaghi. And that pass just didn't quite work. Not the most accurate pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Lovely Bale! It's anyone's ball now. Looking for a corner. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Mbappe. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. It's a really well-measured ball. He's through here.
There will be one.
That is as far as they're going to go. Carvajal. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Please make sure to watch the
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 23, Mikel Oyarzabal. Coming on the field is number 5, Olise.
And the action is back on the way. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Great ball, and he's in here! Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Olise. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Spread it left. He can run onto that. Oh, that's well spotted. Khan is there to clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar. Rijkaard. And it's Tonali. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. That pass has been well intercepted. Beckham. Neymar. Decent progress down the left. Searching pass he's played there. Well read, nice interception. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get it through? And here's Inzaghi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's a real chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that's a foul, a simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. It's come to nothing.
Nigeria really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Filippo Inzaghi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Azar is wide and looking to get onto this. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Elise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And it's Neymar. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Always onto this. Filippo Inzaghi. Tonali. Threads one in. Well-timed, excellent interception.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And a chance! They've scored! Do not write them off! Back they come! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Nigeria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Owen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, that was vital. Nakata. It's Nakata! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 17, Conte.
Robertson.
Coming on to replace him is number 21.
Can he finish? Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish of true class! Into the lead once more. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona go into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off? This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Has been indicated.
Baresi cuts out the pass. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 14, Kukchu. Coming on the field
Robertson.
is number 13, Rivaldo.
And time is up. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Attendees, this is a lost
So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.